You know that friend who always cancels plans? The one who's always sick again, tired again, maybe next time. Yeah, that friend isn't avoiding you. They're protecting something, something fragile, something sacred. Because sometimes staying home isn't about loneliness, it's about preservation. If you're someone who gets more excited about a Friday night in pajamas than a Friday night out, welcome home. You're about to feel very seen. Today, we're breaking down the psychology of people who love staying indoors. The ones society calls boring, but science says are something completely different. Here's the thing. Extroverts recharge by being around people. Their energy comes from chaos, from laughter, movement, and shared emotion. For them, the crowd is electricity. But introverts, or those wired for solitude, recharge differently. Every social interaction, even a fun one, quietly drains their battery. And home? Home is their charger. It isn't just a space, it's a sanctuary, the one place that heals. Psychologists call this optimal arousal theory. Every human has a sweet spot, the perfect level of stimulation where they feel calm and alive. Some crave noise and crowds, others crave quiet, the hum of the fridge instead of the roar of the party. Neither is wrong, it's just different wiring. And here's the part most people don't understand. Staying home isn't always about being an introvert. Sometimes it's about control. Out there, the world is unpredictable. Strangers, city noise, last-minute changes, small talk you never wanted. You're performing constantly, adapting endlessly. But inside? Inside, you make the rules. You decide the lighting, the music, the rhythm. You decide when silence begins. For some people, especially those with anxiety or sensitivity, that control isn't a luxury, it's psychological oxygen. Here's something beautiful. Studies show that people who enjoy solitude tend to be more creative, more introspective, and better problem solvers. Because silence opens mental space. The mind wanders, ideas connect, dreams breathe. The best ideas don't bloom in crowded bars. They unfold in quiet corners, under lamplight, sometime around 2 a.m. when you're alone with your thoughts. But let's be honest, society doesn't celebrate stillness. It celebrates noise, the influencers, the parties, the stories captioned, "Living my best life." Yet what if your best life is a quiet one? A bowl of soup, a documentary, gentle rain, and no obligations. That's not sad, that's self-awareness. But not everyone who stays home does it out of peace. Some do it out of pain. Social anxiety, past trauma, depression whispering, "What's the point?" For them, home becomes a refuge, but also a cage. The same walls that protect begin to isolate. So ask yourself honestly, do you stay home because it fills you up, or because leaving feels too heavy?
Because one is peace. The other is fear disguised as comfort. But for those who truly love staying home, they're not missing out. They're just living differently. They find joy in rituals. The first sip of morning coffee, the favorite blanket, the sunlight through the curtain at 5 p.m., the smell of clean air after rain. Moments most people rush past, they cherish. Psychologists describe this as a low stimulation preference. These individuals don't need constant excitement. They don't crave chaos. Their inner world is alive enough, filled with imagination, curiosity, calm. These are the thinkers, the storytellers, the observers who notice the beauty others overlook. So if you're someone who turns down invitations without guilt, who feels peace in silence, who finds happiness on a solo Saturday and comfort in familiar shows, you're not broken, you're not boring, you're just wired for depth over noise, peace over performance, presence over pressure. The world might tell you to get out, live louder, do more, but maybe your kind of living is listening to your thoughts, your heartbeat, your peace. Maybe your kind of joy doesn't scream, it whispers. So tell me, do you prefer staying home because it grounds you or because it guards you? Look closer. One leads to growth, the other keeps you standing still. If today's video made you see yourself a little differently, stay tuned, because the next one, it goes deeper into the psychology that most people never truly understand about themselves. And when you hear it, you'll feel seen in a way you didn't know you needed. Click the next video. Trust me, it's going to hit you harder than this one.